I'm just going to have a quick look at some Forex of interest. There's a few interesting developments going on. Bonds have been selling off, which has made the dollar bounce off this support here, this bottom channel support here. So that's given us a bit of a lead and directionally. So we've got, let's go to the daily 4-hour, and the daily 4-hour Aus dollar NZ is just breaking out here of this. Made some nice moves short term on the Aus dollar NZ. It's just only trade this on the intraday because that's false, most likely going to be a false breakout there because the key Jensen's flat there. So Euro US has been real nice. That's been a rejection off this heavy resistance level that goes back to here actually, but the main double resistance was there. And then it's ploughed down to the downside with the stronger dollar, and God help us with Christine Lagarde, head of the ECB. Oh my God, that's the last person you wanted to be running the ECB. But anyway, that's the globalist agenda coming to fruition for you. What the developments that come out of that are going to be very interesting to follow. So what happens in Europe remains to be seen, but there's a lot of interesting things that could come about out of it. But from what I've heard from different people talking on the financial podcasts that I listen to and what have you, so what we do is trade it. We don't want to try and anticipate anything. We're just trading it as it comes. So as with the US dollar CAD here, look at that swing low. That was absolutely beautiful there off that. With the flat key Jensen up here, boom, straight up with the stronger US dollar off that bounce there. That's what I'm looking for. These misallocations in price. It's nothing to do with anything fancy. I'm not doing anything that anyone else can't do. Right? You've just got to have the mindset to be able to say you get presented with hundreds, if not thousands, of opportunities a day. The difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's a failure is whether you take advantage of opportunities that are presented to you or not. That's as simple as that. Right? They drop opportunities in front of people all the time, and they screw their face up. They prefer to just go in and work for a boss and be told what to do. That's up to them. I hate being told what to do. That's why I took up trading for a living, because I just hate being told what to do. I make my own decisions and I don't answer to anyone. NZCAD. Another is the distribution here on NZCAD. Beautiful off that. Look at that. Didn't hold that breakout there because of the weak volume. Let's turn back down again. Look how far it was from the 100 MA here on the 4-hour. That's beautiful. That's what we want. As I said, we don't trade any of these on the 4-hour, on the daily 4-hour. I'm just showing it as an example. This is what time frame you start off with, and then you drill down from there. I'm not going to go into that. If anyone doesn't know my trading method by now, you're never going to. So no use me keep on explaining it if nobody's interested to know what I do. I'm just showing the basics of what I look at. That's a beautiful one there, Euro Jappy. Look at that overhang there, flat key Jensen, boom, ready to go. Are you going to be looking for longs here? No, of course you're not. Right, you're waiting for this to turn down, and then you got to target. If it first targets down to the key Jensen, not to say it will, but obviously you're trading this on the intraday. All these are on the intraday. It's another good one on pound Swiss. That one is just waiting to break down at the moment. Hasn't quite yet. The flat key Jensen. Well, this one's tied up on the 100 MA at the moment. So CAD Jappy's just trying to. It's just got overextended from the key Jensen there, right? And it's turned off that nice uptrend. It's done a reversal. Pound US, that's a beautiful one there on pound US. Look at that. Look at that flat key Jensen there, and it's crossed down cleanly through the 100 MA in this case. US dollar Swissy, that's another distribution there. The target's up to the top of the distribution range there. Beautiful big moves on US dollar Swissy. It's been excellent lately. Look at that, beautiful clean moves in both directions. Oz dollar US, that's turned off because of the stronger dollar, obviously. So it's just a reversal on the 4-hour as well. And Oz dollar CAD is in a distribution as well. Undecided what it's found resistance at the top of the distribution here, and it's not ready to break down on the 4-hour just yet, but the MACD is turning down. Euro CAD, the same deal. That was a perfect example of a false breakout on a distribution there. So it just turned down off that. Look at the MACD turned down way ahead of time there. Look at that. That was real nice. That. And then you got plenty of time to anticipate this trade and get your setup ready. On your watch list, this one was a nice false breakout. Swiss Jappy was a nice false breakout there. Just because that key Jensen turns up like that doesn't mean that it's going to be doesn't mean that it's an uptrend, right? Because it's still a distribution when you look at the volume profile, right? It's still a distribution according to volume profile if you look at there or there. Right, so the volume profile is very important to look at to understand that key Jensen is not giving us a bullish indicator. You're not going to start looking for longs on that just because the key Jensen turned up. Right? It's quite the opposite. Sometimes price will hold out and the key Jensen will turn up towards price. That's just the way just the way the Ichimoku is calculated. That's a nice US dollar Jappy. That's a nice uptrend there. These are just counter trend reversals here. So, and that was from here. So these ones have been nice. These moves back, obviously with the US dollar bouncing off that key support there. That was a nice long. And NZUS, that's a perfect example of a distribution there with the stronger US dollar rejected perfectly off the top of the range there and turned down. See how that key Jensen started to turn up, but didn't mean that it was an uptrend. It meant that it was still a distribution, because you can tell by the volume profile. If you can understand that, then you can. Right, majority of people fail at trading Forex just because they trade in the wrong direction. It's simple as that. If you can't understand that, then you've got no hope. And I see this all the time. People are taking right now. I guarantee you, like the people were trying to short this here, right? They had no business trying to short these candles here to the downside. People were actually trying to short that. And they will continue to try and short this. In actual fact, your higher probability is looking for a trade to the upside at this point, but it's not confirmed yet. But look at the volume profile. Right? Are you going to really try and short that on low volume to the downside when it's in a distribution? See, people don't understand that if I showed this to 10 people, I guarantee you 10 people would say that was a downtrend, right? But according to my method, it's a distribution because of the key Jensen and the volume profile. It's a distribution, right? So when somebody's been used to looking at charts a certain way, you will not change them. Right? If they get into a bad habit, even if they're losing money, they will continue to make those trades, and they will continue to lose money no matter what I say. I've tried it with people before. They will continue to they'll miss this whole move here, right? You could have shorted this whole move here. Where are they looking to go short? Once it breaks below this, then they're going to try and short it, right? And then they get stopped out. And then they say, oh, Forex is no good. This Forex is a scam. It's no good. When if they knew what they were doing, they'd be looking. They wouldn't be looking for a short here. They would have been short all the way down here. Right? Nice, very nice short down here, right to the target. Then you're looking for a long entry. I see it all the time when I look on TradingView, like the ideas people are posting. When I check it against my method, I say, oh my God, what the hell are they talking about? Anyway, it's not my problem. They're not interested in what I show. They want to do their own thing. That's their issue, not mine. Anyway, so it's disappointing that people are so pig-headed and stubborn, but that's just the way it goes, right? So anyway, that's enough rambling on for me for one day, and that's it. All right, bye for now.